Hey friends, my name is Danielle. I am the founder of Pure Root Wellness, and this is the first intro video. Just real brief, talking a little bit about me, how content will be distributed, what Pure Root Wellness is all about, and kind of getting into how I can help anyone and everyone from a holistic and naturalistic approach to health ailments. So, just briefly about me, just because I think sometimes it's a little awkward talking about yourself. But I've been in healthcare for about 18 years. Started out as a volunteer and truly worked my way up to a doctorally prepared nurse practitioner, acute care nurse practitioner. I've worked in hospice, medical surgical units, neurology, emergency medicine. Currently, still in a surgical intensive care unit in a large level 1 trauma center in the state of Michigan. So, definitely have seen throughout the years my fair share of sick patients, providing care and healthcare management for these patients. But truly, I guess, having that framework of conventional and kind of Western medicine, having that educational framework, I should say, I always kind of knew there was something else I wanted to pursue in regards to more of a naturalistic approach to healthcare. And truly, that's where Pure Root Wellness kind of planted that seed in my mind, and knowing this was another way that I could help people. I have an amazing husband. Speaking of kind of starting Pure Root Wellness, the company, he was the one who really helped to guide me and almost give me that little nudge that I needed to say, listen, we sit at dinner and you tell me about all of these different natural ways and natural approaches and why this is important and thinking about different ways about your healthy lifestyle. And he was basically just like, it's time, you need to start a platform and a company that you can distribute this information to other people, because other people would love to hear just besides me about kind of this information and how they can truly help themselves in regards to any health ailments that they're going through. I have an amazing little 2-year-old boy. He definitely keeps me on my toes. And then we have a rescue pup and 2 cats that you may see kind of, unfortunately, throughout behind me throughout some of the videos as they're obviously living their best life, their pet life. I've always enjoyed cooking. Gardening is a big passion. I used to longboard a lot more than what I used to. After having a kid, you kind of turn into a little bit of a baby about certain things, but also spending time with family, friends, all those important things that kind of, just give you comfort in your life, I think is truly important. But then ultimately knowing that one of my true passions was understanding how to heal the body through a natural practices, which is ultimately the overall global goal of Pure Root Wellness. Looking at the vision, again, just ways to distribute accurate and evidence-based information in regards to promoting holistic healing. There's lots of social media platforms out there that are good, but I think that you can't just throw things out into the world and say, oh, this is the magical supplement, this is the magical drink, this is the magical diet. That's just not how it works. So, the basis of Pure Root Wellness was me using the evidence-based information from legit, sources to provide that education and knowledge and resource to anyone out there who wants to kind of change their life from a naturalistic approach. But really using that solid framework of evidence is truly important when you're passing information on to people. It can't just be something that you decided was going to be the magical heal-all, entity or pill or, like I said, drink or something of that nature. And I think it's worth mentioning how the pandemic really created, certain challenges with access. We obviously saw it to healthcare delivery, but it also opened up a lot of doors in the essence of what we're doing right now. I mean, a new wave to distribute health information using, these platforms, these social media platforms to communicate with people virtually, in the comfort of their own home. That is just money in the bank. I don't know how many people would just sit there and go, yeah, I don't need to go to the doctor I mean, you should still go to the doctor, but talking with someone being like, listen, symptomatically, this is what's going on. It kind of sounds like this. In offering at least the education, the knowledge, or any resources, like I said, to people to say, well, when you do go see your PCP or your ND, your naturopathic doctor, or your functional medicine physician, I think you should ask them about this, because it kind of sounds like something, related to this. That's important. Knowledge is power, and truly that's what I want Pure Root Wellness to be for people. And obviously creating those connections through natural health modalities and providing holistic options to promote any health, or improve, I should say, any health ailments. That's truly the ultimate goal as well. Content will be distributed within the Pure Root Wellness website, any podcasts that I have, video content on YouTube. A lot of them will be attached to PowerPoints so you can reference back. Again, like, I'm a visual learner. I like seeing things, seeing people, talking, and having kind of that remote connection. But PowerPoints are also good in the essence of, oh, she mentioned this. I want to go back to that point and see what she wrote down from there, because I need to write it down, or just to have that physical verbiage in front of you, I think is important. And any important PDF attachments, any resources or literature that's important, I'll throw on the website as well. And then ultimately, per appointment, but like telephone, FaceTime, Skype interactions with me personally, talking about some of your, individual health ailments, and kind of talking through that, I think would be important. Have to do the disclaimer, bland and boring, yes, I know, but I have no conflicts of interest. I'm not affiliated with any health agency or entity. This content is, really just intended to be informational, not for medical advice, diagnosis, treatment. Always talk to your PCP, like I said, your ND, your functional medicine doctor, before you start kind of changing up with supplements or dietary changes or any prescribed medications as well. And then really, here's just my contact information. You can reach me at purerootwellness33@gmail.com. Website is purerootwellness.net. I'm on all of the social platforms, on Facebook, podcast, Pinterest, Instagram, all kind of the good things that, we're all kind of having our mini addiction to. But again, I think it's important. These are important ways to get information out to people from a global standpoint, and why not use it, to help. If it's for good and it's to help, it's always a good thing, right? So that's it for this video. And if you have any questions, email me. Write me on the website. There's content, there's a way to write to me through purerootwellness.net. And until then, be well, friends.